Thank you. So, while you're on your feet, I want to ask your indulgence. Senator Torricelli rightly thanked our Albanian partners for the extraordinary generosity and diplomacy that they've shown in helping us with those at Camp Liberty. But what Senator Torricelli didn't tell you, while we as a group have been ferocious advocates in the United States, there has been one person, and he has run point on this. He has been tenacious and unstoppable, and without him, we wouldn't have moved and wouldn't continue to move the people to Albania from Camp Liberty to protect them. Would you help me and thank Senator Torricelli? And I promise you, we're not done with that work until the last person leaves Camp Liberty and we get them resettled. We will not be stopped. You know, your work here has never been more important. It's incredible to me that Rouhani, the moderate, the man who claims to be a moderate leader, in his 3 years in office is responsible for 2,500 executions, more than any other leader in Iran in the last 25 years. And can you imagine the UN sanctioned him for the execution of children? It doesn't get much worse. And so your work, the work of Mrs. Rajavi, and the principles that you all stand for here are increasingly important. In the face of violent extremism and of an oppressive regime, you, in the face of dogmatism, stand for freedom. You stand for gender equality, Mrs. Rajavi, against a misogynist regime. You have suffered for that. I look out at the women here today, and I am so proud to stand with the women of this movement, with the women in Camp Liberty. When I think of the rise of acid attacks against women in Iran meant to intimidate and silence them, I say I am proud to be your voice, and I stand with you. You here today, those in Camp Liberty and in Ashraf before them, you are the future of Iran. You are the voice of Iran. Tehran hears you today, and the world hears you. You will be successful. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ambassador Marc Ginsberg.
Eid Mubarak, my fellow agents of change. You are agents of change. It may have been a long day, but I want to talk to the young people, the most important people here who, for the next generation, are going to carry the message of a free Iran. I want all of the young people to stand up and join me and say, we will prevail, okay? All of you, we will prevail. We will win. You, my friends, are the agents of change. The people in Ashraf, the people in Liberty, the people in Avon depend on you. They need your leadership. You are the future of a free Iran. Those of you who have come here, who have joined your parents and grandparents, who are fighting for the future of a country whose people desperately want freedom, understand the most important power that you have in your hands. Your telephone, your voice, the call of freedom, Madam Rajabi's message, Prince Turki's message, the message of the delegations that are here. You, my young friends, must remember the same calling that has called my religion constantly year in and year out. We have always said, no matter how long it would take, next year in Jerusalem. But you will say with me, next year in Tehran. Next year in Tehran. Next year in Tehran. I believe that when you have the leadership of a country like Albania that has done so much for so few, it is almost sorrowful that my government has not admitted the people of Camp Liberty into the United States. We believe that change is just around the corner. Let us understand that the Iran nuclear agreement is not a license to empower the Ayatollahs in Iran. It is a license for you to destroy the government in Iran. And so, I have a very humble message from a humble person who believes in you, who understands the sacrifices that you are making day in and day out to carry the message, to light the fires, to keep freedom alive. It is essential that you not lose hope, that you keep the faith, that you support a democratic aspiration for the people of Iran. They are dependent on you, and we are grateful to you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, United States Ambassador Robert Joseph.